Is my sound is audible?
Yes.
Just give me a second. Let me connect to this Mumbai machine.
Sir, one quick question.
Yeah.
So you generated the Mumbai EC2 instance, right?
Yeah.
So once after creating that one, did you generate the putty or just
Generate.
your putty? You know, in the, when we search for the putty, there will be two, right? Putty gen and putty, right?
Yeah, partition and party. Yeah.
So did you update that one in the putty gen, the Mumbai one?
See, only one time we have to create the PPK file, no? We don't
Oh,
have to
okay.
create multiple times. Okay. If you are using the exactly same key pair, na, like currently in this Git Mumbai Cloud 27 one, I always
Uh-huh.
attach this pair, Cloud 27 Mumbai PPK, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
from the party side, whenever we want to use it, we will use select this PPK only. Okay. So
Okay.
that is the thing.
But in AMS, AWS, actually in the EC2 instance, we run the Mumbai, we connect to the Mumbai database, right?
No, not like this. Whenever you are launching the EC2 instance, now, like whenever you are launching the
Yeah,
EC2
okay.
instance, for
Yeah.
example, so you always select a key pair, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
yeah.
so here you
Yeah.
generated so many different key pair, right? Now,
Correct.
in my case,
Yes.
there are so many key pair are there. If I'm
Uh-huh.
going to attach Cloud 27 key Mumbai here, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I
Uh-huh.
want to log into this particular new EC2 instance, which is having this key pair attached, okay.
Uh-huh.
So I have
Uh-huh.
to go to the location where we generated. So you'll see that this is the place where I download all the key, right? So this is
Uh-huh.
the key file, Cloud 27 key Mumbai, PEM file, right?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so from this PEM file, I created this PPK file.
Correct.
Making sense? So this
Yeah.
PPK file we have to use it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are going
Uh-huh.
to attach a single key pair for 5 different EC2 instances, so you'll be using the single PPK file to connect to the 5 EC2 instances using Putty.
Oh, okay. I'm a bit confused. Actually, I generated Mumbai database key pair, and again I went to the Partigen, and I'm creating a new session, and I'm trying to connect with that one. So
No,
I'm
see,
always getting.
Putty chain is the process to change your PEM file to the PPK file. So now the question is, do you have the PEM
Oh,
file or the PPK file with you? You have
uh,
PPK file already?
yes.
So if you have
Yeah.
already the PPK file, then there is no necessary to go to the Partigen. Partigen is a
Oh,
software which help us to convert the PEM file to the PPK file format. That's it. If
okay.
this file we already have, then there is no any issue. And still, if you
Mm-hmm.
are getting the confusion, then let me give you the simple solution. Whenever you are creating the new key pair now, so
Uh-huh.
from here itself, you can directly download the PPK file. That also can be the possibility.
Oh, okay. No need to
Okay.
go for to the Partigen, right? Okay.
Yeah,
If
so
we.
you'll be directly creating a new key pair, okay, and this will be
Uh-huh.
downloaded directly in the PPK format only.
Okay.
Partigen is a software. If you downloaded it in the PEM format, so they will help you to convert it in the PPK format.
PPT.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
So
So
they are
here.
clearly saying, yeah, if somebody is using Putty to connect, then use directly this PPK file. That's it.
Okay. Oh, okay. That is the mistake I'm doing then. I think. So once after creating the key pair here, just whatever, for example, my first one is Putty Connect, my key pair name with the
Now
Putty
take an
gen and all.
example. Okay, see,
Mhm,
take an example. You downloaded this PPK file directly from here. Okay,
mhm,
and that
mhm,
exactly same PPK key pair you attach to this particular EC2 instance. Okay.
mhm.
So if you attach to that exactly same thing, so now you already have the PPK file. So whenever you will be launching the putty, right? You will be launching the
Mhm,
putty like this. So first thing
mhm,
you have to write your username at the rate IP address. Then you will
mhm.
be clicking on SSH, click on auth, click on credentials. In the first browse segment, here you have to select the PPK file, which one you just downloaded. Okay. And that
Yeah.
PPK file you have to select it. Simply click on open. Okay. And click on open here. You'll be able to connect to this machine. That's it.
Okay. Mm, yeah, I will try one more time then.
Okay, or still if you're getting confusion, so I think you can watch the third or fourth class video recording where we clearly explained all these things. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that will be more
Even
helpful for
yesterday
you.
class, actually, if the recording is available, I will watch that one and then because yesterday
Yesterday's
also
class
we
recording is
created.
not uploaded?
Yeah, it's not available. Yesterday's one.
11/9/2023. Okay, yesterday was 12. Okay, they did not
Yeah.
upload it. Okay, I will say to
Mhm.
the team they will upload it. Today's and yesterday's recording both. Okay.
Mhm.
Or if you're saying like that, no, you can just ping them, the management. Okay, they will do that. No issue. If you're saying that
Yeah,
video is not there, you can just ping them.
I messaged them. Actually, they're saying they're not feeling well. So today she's going to do it something. Yeah, she left a
Okay.
message too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Good.
Mhm.
Okay. So hope this is clear to you now.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's again come. They are asking us to run the command called sudo yum update. So let me just do that. Meanwhile, I am opening the GitHub also. github.com. And if you remember, this was the repository that we created yesterday. Okay, in which we created 2 files and 4 commit we done. Okay. And this is our Mumbai machine. Inside the Mumbai machine, the first thing I'm becoming the root user. And here we created a directory with the name called Mumbai Git, if you remember. Okay, so I'm going here. If I do here git log, so what are the things we are seeing? You'll see that only we are seeing 3 commit here. Making sense? We are seeing only 3 commit. But actually, how many commit happened here? 4. That means the last commit, what the US employee done yesterday, right? There was a last commit, if you remember, that US employee done. And basically in that commit, he added 3 more lines in the a.txt file. But if you'll see in the Mumbai employee laptop, there is having a a.txt file, but if you'll see the content of a.txt file, he is having up to Ruby only. Okay. But after Ruby, they added 3 more lines, Go, HTML, CSS. Okay. So this thing is unaware. This Mumbai employee does not know anything about that, right? So if Mumbai employee want to update everything, he will simply do the command called git pull from the origin master branch. That's it. I'm saying that you have to go to the origin URL, basically this repository URL, and from the master branch, if whatever the changes is done, just pull it. And they're going to pull it, and they are clearly saying that somebody added 3 more extra line inside the a.txt file that I added here. Okay. And now if we'll try to read the a.txt file, see, we are able to see Go, HTML, CSS. Not only this, previously we are able to see only 3 commit. Now if I'll do the git log, so we are able to see the 4 commit. The last commit done by the US employee is also this one. So basically, till now what we done? We done the git init command, git add command, git commit command, git push command, git pull command, right? These all things we done till now. If you want to end from this screen, simply press Q for quit. So up to here, any confusion, or you want me to show me this entire flow one more time? Tell me all of you. Do you want me to upload one more file here, or is it clear up to here, whatever the flow we done till now?
Yeah. Can you please upload one more file? Sir?
Okay. So take an example, we are creating a new file again. I'm creating a file with the name called test.java file. Okay. Test.java file. Okay, let's give it. And inside this file, I'm writing some content. Something like this I written, and simply I'm saving that. If I'll do the git status, they will clearly say this file is added in the working space, but currently it is not moved to the staging area. That's why Git is not tracking this file. If I want to make sure that Git will track this file, what we have to do? We have to do the git add command. They are only guiding us. So if I'll do the git add and then the file name test.java. If I'll press enter, this file will be added. If I'll do the git status, now the file become in the green color. That means it got added. Okay. To the staging area. Now we have to commit this file. I will say that git commit -m, and I am adding the test.java file. So I'm just giving a message called adding test.java file. That's it. As soon as I'm going to do the commit is done. Okay. And I think yesterday I did not save that token actually. So whatever the token I generated, that I forgot to save yesterday.
The notepad you copied.
Yeah, but I did not save that notepad file.
Okay.
Okay, let me just create a token again. So for creating the token, you know that we have to go to the settings, we have to go to the developer setting, we have to come to the personal access token, class 6. This was the token, I forgot that, so I'm just deleting this token and I'm creating a new token, clicking on the classic, give your password, click on confirm. Expiration, make sure here you are selecting this repo, come down, click on generate token, a token will be generated. Copy this, save it in a notepad file. Let me save this file first itself so we can use it. So we saved this file. Now I'm copying this token. I will come to the GitHub. I will say that git, I want to push these changes. So they will ask for the username. I will type the username. Now they will ask for the password. I will just paste the token. I will press enter. This thing is going to be uploaded. If I'll do the git log, I can see that one more commit happened, the 5th commit. Okay. If I'll say that git, can you show me the log in one line format? So they will show it in the shortcut format. These all 5 commits. Okay. And if you want to see the details, like what are the changes somebody done during this commit ID, so you can just copy this and you can type it here, the command called git. Can you show me about this particular commit ID? So they are clearly saying somebody created a file with the name called test.java and they given this message and they added this two line. And we can verify here from here also. If I'll go to the cloud 27 repo, and if I'll go to the test.java file, it's got uploaded and the two line of the content is also there. And who uploaded the code? Mumbai employee. That is also this. Okay. So this was the entire flow that we were doing in the last class. So now, hope this is clear, this flow now. Fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me just go to the next part. Which topic I have to show you. So git show commit ID, this thing I already shown you. Git log ---- one line, that also I shown you. Okay. Other than that, yeah, now we have to understand the git ignore. Okay. So what is the git ignore? Let me try to understand you here. Let's clear this. Sometimes what happens, this is a repository, right? This is a repository. Here our developers are writing the code. Okay. But when the developers are writing the code, they require some password, they require some token, these all things they will require, right? Like take an example, currently we are downloading some Git token, right? But this token I will be generating for my own purpose, right? And if that token I am saving it in a file inside this exactly same repository, because maybe I have to require this token every time, right? So rather than opening the notepad file every time, what I done is I created a token and I saved it here itself. Okay. Now the problem is if I'm going to save the token at this particular directory only, okay. So whenever I will do the git add, git push, right? So maybe that token file will be uploaded here to the GitHub repository. And if that token file will be uploaded to the GitHub repository, so any person in the world who is going to have the access of this particular repository will be able to see my token or password, right? So to solve this purpose, Git added a concept of called git ignore. Okay, what they say, Git says that first you have to create a file with the name called git ignore. And you know that if file will be started with the name called dot, then what we say to this file type, anybody know that? If the file name is starting with dot,
Hide.
no, if the file is starting with the dot name, in the Linux we saw that, right?
Yeah, that file is in the hide mode, right?
Come again?
Hide, and we can't. Everybody cannot see that file.
Yeah, that will be basically the hidden file. That is the
Hidden
thing.
file. Yeah.
Okay.
So dot files are the hidden files, right?
Yeah, dot files. If any file name is which is going to start with the dot, that will be treated as a hidden file. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is the thing. So we have to create a file with the name called hidden file. So take an example, you are creating a file with the name called .gitignore, and you have to create the file with the exactly same name, .gitignore only. Then only Git is going to ignore all this file. Okay. So Git say you have to create a hidden file, and inside this file you have to give me all the file which you want to hide it. Okay. So take an example, I'm saying to the Git that if any file name is is having the name called password, okay, or if any file name is having the name called token, okay, or if any file name is ending with the .css extension, take an example, I'm just giving it, okay. So what you have to do is you have to ignore that particular file, let's save this. Now what happened is we created this git ignore file. Now you have to simply do the git add, okay. And if you'll do the git status, you can simply say that they will say that somebody added a new file with the name called git ignore. So you have to now add this file. Either you can give the name called git add dot git ignore, okay, or you can simply write the dot also. So git is going to add all the files which is present in the working space that is modified. Automatically they will add. That means if there are 5 files are present in the red color, Git will move everything in a staging area if you are using just a dot here. So now if you do the git status, this file is moved. Now if I want to commit this, I will simply say git, I want to commit using the message called added ignore file, like this. So commit is done. Now we are simply going to do git. Can you push this? Okay. Username, password, enter. So first what you have to do is you have to create a git ignore file and that you have to upload it here. Okay. So now we created this git ignore file. This is visible here, and inside this we said that if file name is starting with password, token, or it is ending with .css extension, you have to simply ignore that particular file. So now the benefit of this is, okay, if somebody is going to create a new file, okay. So take an example, first I am creating a file with the name called b.txt. Okay. So as soon as I am going to create a file with the name called b.txt, okay. So you'll see that a file got created b.txt. Okay, if I'll do the git status, this command is going to say that one file with the name called b.txt is added, right? And if I want to add this file, I will do the command called git add dot git commit -m. Okay, and this is going to commit the file also, like commit -m, give the message like b.txt file added, something like this. Okay, that means at any point of the time, whenever I am adding a new file, right? So automatically they are getting to know that a new file is coming. As soon as I will do the git status, we'll see that one new file is started to come. Okay. Now let's create a file with the name called password. Now I'm creating a file with the name called password and writing something like secret text or something here. Okay. Save this. Now if I'll do ls, a new file also got created, password, right? But now if you'll try to do the git status, they will not say that any new file added. See, they're not saying any new file added. Why? Because I said to the git already that if somebody is creating a file with the name called password, we have to ignore that. And that's why if they are finding the file with the name called password, they are ignoring it. If I'm creating a file with the name called token, touch token, that will be also be ignored. If I'll do the git status, see, they're not finding anything that token file is added. Okay. Similarly, if I'll do something like I said that if any file ending with .css extension. Okay, so take an example, I'm creating a file with the name called kison.css. So again, they are going to ignore this file. If I'll do git status, they are not able to understand that any new file got added. But other than this, other than password, token, or .css extension file, if you are creating any other file in the world, like I'm creating a file with the name called kison.txt. So as soon as I'm creating this file, I will do the git status. They will find that a new file got added with the name called kison.txt. So I have so many files here, right? Password file, token file, kison.css file. But if I'm going to do the git add dot, and if I'm going to do the git commit -m added some file, and if I'm going to do the git push also, username, password, press enter. So we've done all these changes, okay, but now you can verify here that you will be not able to see password, token, or CSS file here. See, not there. There is no password file, there is no token file, there is no .css file. That means if you want to store some data that you want to keep it personal to you only, that means it will be present in the same location, but it will be present inside your local repository only. It cannot be pushed to the GitHub repository. Then what you have to do, you have to create a file called gitignore. Inside that you have to mention the particular file name. Making sense?
Yeah.
So hope this part is clear to all of you. Okay. So this is about the gitignore. Here I shown you the examples, everything. So there is one more thing, like whenever you are doing the git log, right? So they are providing you so much things, right? Now, if take an example, if somebody want to find a log, so you can just write like this also, git log, can you grep the log only where the ignore is written. So you'll see that there is only one commit happen in which somebody added the ignore message. So that also you can find it. If I want to say that is something any message related to a.txt file is there, so I'll just write here a.txt. So I'll find that okay, there is two commit actually happened. One commit somebody updated the a.txt file. In one commit somebody added the a.txt file. So like this way also you can find it. If there are so many logs are coming and if you want to find some particular logs, you can always use the grep command. Now we have to understand the concept of branching. Okay, so what is the branch? Let me just show you. Okay, so what is the branch concept? Branch is something like this. Take an example currently in this GitHub repo. This is the master branch. Okay. So master branch is the main branch in which we create all the files, whatever the files that is customer is currently using. Like currently take an example, the WhatsApp application is there, right? So whatever the latest version of the WhatsApp application you have installed in your mobile phone, like take an example, 55 version. Okay. So whatever the code of that 55 version will be there, that will be present in this master branch. Okay, but it is not like WhatsApp 55th version is launched in the market, so their employee is not working on the 56th or 57th version, right? Because they will be definitely working on some another version that is going to be upcoming in nature, right? So rather than doing the changes directly in the master branch, because if they will do directly the changes in the master branch and if something wrong will happen, right? So then again the entire customer is going to be affected. Okay. That's why rather than do the changes directly in the master branch, what we do is we create another branch parallel to this master branch. Okay, and whatever the data is present here, okay, whatever the data is present in this, so what I was saying, yeah, so whatever the data is present in this master branch, everything will be replicated in that particular branch also. This is making sense? Okay, and rather than doing the changes here, we'll be doing in that particular branch is just like a parallel concept, right? If you know the concept of the parallel world, right? So everything is going to be exist as it is only. Like if there is a first branch in which 50 files are present, so if I'm going to create a branch one from the master branch, so that branch is also going to have the exactly same 50 files. Okay, but whatever the changes you are going to do in that particular parallel branch, that cannot affect your this main branch. Is this making sense? Or you are getting confused?
Yeah, little bit confusion.
Okay. So see, take an example. This is the master branch. Okay. So in the master branch, we added some file like index.html file, CSS file, ABC file. 3 file I added. Similarly, here also you are seeing that currently 5 to 6 file is added. Okay. Now all these files are added. Now I hired a multiple developers, right? I hired multiple developers. And I said that developers, what you have to do is you have to edit this json.txt file and you have to do some changes here. Okay. Now the question is if they are going to do the changes directly in this master branch. Okay. If they are going to directly do the changes in the master branch, And see, when the developers write the code, it is not happens like the first time developer will write the code and everything will be correct, right? Definitely can be some bugs will happen. Testing team will test the code. If that is working, then only they will say that, okay, this code is working fine, right? So you cannot upload the code directly in the master branch, because if you're directly uploading the code here and if something wrong will happen, all the millions of customer who is using the WhatsApp application like that, everybody is going to be affected. Making sense? Okay,
Yes.
that's why what we do is, rather than doing the changes directly here, we created a new branch parallel to this. So this master branch will be still present like this only, this straight line. Okay, but now there is a new branch again. And if we created this branch at this point, then what is the meaning is, whatever the file is present till now, like whenever you will create a new branch from a parent branch, okay, so whatever the file will be present in the parent branch, everything will be copied in the children branch also. Okay, it is something like this. If there will be children will be there, they will be having all the things that is parents have, like take an example, whatever the parents have, the properties, everything will be given to the children also, right? So they will be having the access of all the things. Exactly, if this master branch having the three files, so all the three file access will be given to the branch one also. Okay, exactly same content, everything. Now, if the developer want to do the changes, do here. If you want to edit some file, if you want to delete some file, if you want to add extra 4 to 5 files, do everything inside this branch one. Why? Because if something wrong will happen also inside this branch one. So since no customer is using this branch, all the customer are using the code from this particular branch, right? So our customer is not going to be affected. Okay. And once you are done with your work, right, then you will ask us to merge request. You will be asking a merge request from the manager. Manager will check the code, right? And he will verify the code, is your code is working perfectly fine or not. And if everything is correct and manager is happy that yes, your code will be good addition for the master branch, then only he will add the code in the master branch. Okay. Basically, there will be a person who will have only the permission to add the code in the master branch. You cannot directly upload the code in the master branch, because if something wrong will happen, everything is going to be corrupted. Okay, so that is the thing. Similarly, you can think like this scenario also, that there is a master branch. Okay, inside that 50 files are present. Now we hired 3 employees. Okay, for the first employee I given some another work, for employee 2 I given some another work, for employee 3 I given some another work. Okay, so if all the 3 employee want to work parallelly, so what I can do is I can create 3 branch. Branch 1 for the employee 1, branch 2 for the employee 2, branch 3 for employee 3. All the employee will start to do their changes in the branch 1. He will do in the changes in the branch 2. He will do the changes in branch 3. Maybe after 5 to 10 days of time, this employee 1 said that my code is completed. Then manager is going to check the code. If code is perfect, then he will merge the code from the branch 1 to the master branch. That means whatever the changes he done here, right, that will be reflected back in the master branch. Similarly, whatever the changes this employee to in the done in the branch 2, if the merge happen, then it will be reflected here. But take an example, this branch 3 code is not satisfactory, right? So then manager is not going to merge this code. And if this code is not going to merge in the master branch, this master branch will be remain unaffected from the branch 3. So like this way it is going to be happen. So to show you the scenario, okay, of the branching, let me do one thing. Let me just restart the session, become the root user. If I'll do the git branch, okay, if I'll do the git branch, okay, not git branch, basically first we have to go inside the Mumbai git directory, then only we can run the git command. If I'll hit the git branch, right? So you are seeing that currently how many branches present? Only one branch, that is the master branch, right? Now, if I want to create one more branch, so what I will do? I will do the command called git. And before that, let me show you one more interesting thing. If you'll see here, git log hyphen one line or git log command. Okay, so you are seeing here there is two things at this particular commit, master and origin master. Making sense? These two things. Okay, can you tell me difference between this master and origin master, whatever the things is coming in your mind? Anything you can think of? What is this master? What is this origin slash master?
Origin master may be the original master file, master directory, and
Okay.
the first master is the branches.
No, see, this first master is the local master branch that is present in my local machine. Okay. And this
Mhm.
origin slash master is basically the master branch that is present in this GitHub repo. Okay. So if you are seeing that master and origin master is at the same position, that means whatever the things I am seeing locally I am seeing that this is the last commit 4B641, right? And if
Yeah.
origin master is also pointing the same position, that means from here also we'll see the last commit is this one only, 4B64192. Okay. That means whatever the changes you done locally, everything you uploaded it to the GitHub. That's why both are synced at the same position. That is the meaning here. Okay. So this is the one thing you have to keep in mind. When I will explain the branching, then this concept will be clear. So now if I do the git branch, you know that only one branch is there currently, that is master branch. If I want to create a new branch with the name called branch one, I will just type the command called git. Can you create a branch with the name called branch one? Okay, I'll press enter. And if I'll do git branch, so see one more branch got created, branch one. But currently I am present in which branch? Master branch.
Master.
If I want to go to the branch one, so see in the master branch, how many files are there? This many files are present. Okay. In this master branch, this many files are present. If I'll move like git, can you check out to the branch one? So now what happened? I moved to the branch one. I can verify. See, currently we are present in the branch one. But I said you, whenever we'll create a new branch from the master branch, okay, what is going to happen is whatever the file is present in the master branch, everything will be copied in the branch one also. See, everything is copied here. Making sense? Okay. But currently we are present in the branch one. So what is the meaning here? I am saying here, now taking example inside this branch one. Now just think like this, employee one is working in some project. Okay. Now he is in the branch one. So employee one, what he done is he is creating one more file here. Okay. He is creating a file with the name called branch one file. And he is adding some content here. Okay. 3 line he added. If you will do the git status, you know that they will say that one extra file got added. What we have to do, simply git add dot or git add file name. Then we have to commit this file. Git, I want to commit this file, and here I'm giving the message called branch one file added. Something like this I given this message. Okay. Now what happened basically? Currently we are present in the branch one. That is the first thing you have to understand. Inside the branch one, I created one more extra file with the name called branch one file. This file was not present in the branch one previously. I created it. Okay. Now I'm going to check out it. I want to move back again to the master branch. Okay. Now if I'll say currently we are present in which branch? Master branch. But in the master branch, if I will able to see that, will I able to see branch one file here? No. That means whatever the changes you done, that will be visible only in the branch one. Since currently you are present in the master branch, you will be not able to see the branch one file here. Again, if you want to see it, you have to simply say that git checkout to the branch one. And when you will check out to the branch one, here you will do the ls, you will able to see the branch one file because now you are present in the branch one. Okay. And once we committed the code, even if I'll do the git log, you'll see that last commit, it is clearly saying that Mumbai employee committed that, and he committed the code in which branch? Not in the master branch. He committed the code in the branch one. Okay. And in the branch one, this message is added. Branch one file. Okay. Let me just quit it. And let me show you in the smaller format, then it will make more sense. Git log -hyphen one line. So you are seeing here origin master and master is present at this particular commit ID. Okay, and branch one is present at this particular commit ID, right? What is the meaning of this? That means our branch one know that there is one more extra commit happened with the name called 593. But is this branch one is uploaded to the GitHub? No, right? That's why we are able to see only one branch here. We are not able to see here two branches. Making sense? So what is the step we have to do to upload this code? we have to do the git push, because after committing the code, we have to always do the git push, right? So because I am pushing the code first time, so they will say that you have to hit this command git push set up a stream, because we are going to push this code in the branch one. So I will just copy this and I will paste it here. Again, they will ask us the username, and again they will ask us for the password. And since if I'm going to paste this, now what is going to happen is, previously you are seeing only one branch here. Now you are refreshing this page. There will be two branches will be here. See, branch one is also coming. But in the master branch, you are not seeing any file with the name called branch one file. But now in the branch one, you'll be able to see that there is a file with the name called branch one file is present. Okay. And not only this, if you are going to do git log --- one line, so you can clearly see that branch one and origin / branch one both are synced at the same point of time. Okay. That means whatever the commit happened, like that 593 ED, right? So this is known by the local branch one also, and it is present in the branch one also. And that's why in the branch one, you'll see that the last commit, whatever the last commit it happened. Okay. So the last commit they done is the 593 on, and that's why it is visible. Okay. So this is the thing. So how to create the file, how to go to the new branch, right? But currently this file is not moved to the master branch, right? Currently this branch one file is present in the branch one only, but this file is not present in the master branch. Okay. Now my manager checked the code of the branch one file. Okay. And he's happy with this code. Okay. Like currently he saw that there is a branch one file is there that is committed. Okay. And he is checking git branch. He is currently present in the branch one. He checked the code. He checked the code, and in the branch one file looks perfectly fine. Then if we want to move that, whatever the changes you've done in the branch one file, okay, that I want to move it in the master branch, then what we have to do is, first we have to move out to the master branch. Let's go to the master branch. And when you reach to the master branch, currently there is no branch one file is present, right? Now you have to simply say that git, I want to merge, okay, I want to merge the branch one. That's it. Automatically they will merge the branch one to the master branch, because currently we are present in the master branch. I will press enter, they automatically merged it, and they said that I found that in the branch one only one changes is there, that there is a file is present branch one file in which somebody added 3 lines of the code, that I merged it here. If I'll do ls, see branch one file is visible. We are present in the master branch. Okay, still we are able to see the branch one file because this file is got merged. And if you'll do the git log -- one line, so what you are saying, your master branch, origin branch one and branch one, everybody know about this commit, the last commit in which somebody added the branch one file. But your origin / master, that means the master branch that is present here in the GitHub side, okay, they still don't know anything about the branch one file. Okay, so what we have to do, because after doing the changes, after we done the merge, right, we have to push the changes also. We'll simply do the git push, write the username, and write the password. And since we are going to upload this, now if we'll do the git log -- one line, see everything is as present at the same point. Master branch, master, origin branch one, branch one. That means if I'll refresh this page, now in this master branch also you'll be able to see branch one file here. Because everybody is now aware about this commit ID. Master branch also and the branch one also. And everything is synced. That's why everything is going to come at the same point. Is this making sense to all of you?
Yeah. Actually, in the repository, if there are multiple files, and if we want to push, like, we don't want to push all of them, only few files, or like 3 files are there. If we want to push only 2,
Okay.
how
So
do you?
that's what I said, if you don't want to push any file, you have to keep that particular file in the git ignore file,
Oh,
right?
okay. We don't move that back into
What?
work. We don't move that file back into the working directory. We no need to.
No, see, you are saying that you created 3 files, right? And you want to
Yes.
just move a staging area only 2 files out of that, right?
Yeah.
So the one way is you will be using the command called git add, okay, and you are giving the file name. So you'll be giving only that particular 2 file name only to add it, rather than using the dot symbol, okay? But in
Okay.
that case, if you do the git status, okay, so always it will say that one more extra file is present that is visible always in the red color because you did not added it, right? So
Yeah.
if you want that red colored part will be also not come. So that's why we created a git ignore file, right? Inside this git ignore file, just mention that particular file name. So from the next time, Git is not going to track that file. And
Oh.
that's the reason why we created the git ignore file.
So that git ignore, we do it in staging area
No,
or local?
git ignore,
Local.
we are doing it. It is just like a file now. Git
Yeah.
ignore is just a file. Once you
Yeah.
commit this file with the name called git ignore itself, so Git always try to read the file here. So if your file is present inside this, name is present here, then Git is not going to track this file whenever new file will be created. Okay. If your name is not there, then only Git is going to track. So this file you have to create in working space, then move it to a staging area, and then you have to commit it also. Once you will commit the git ignore file, that means you are saving it in the local repo, then only Git will start to read this file to
Oh,
ignore.
okay. Okay.
That's why first we committed this file, then only we created the password file or token file or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I shown you the concept of merging up to here. Okay. This merge concept I shown you how to merge the branch one and the content will be merged. Okay. Now there is a concept of the conflict everything that will be taking in the next class. Till then, you can just practice it. Anybody done the setup of the Git or still you have to do?
The GitHub download and account setup, right?
Yeah, GitHub setup like installing everything.
Yeah. Actually, I did.
Okay. So just try to practice up to the merge command. Okay. And if any issue is coming, you can just note it. You can ask in the next class. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the next class, the next topic will be basically starting it from the conflict side. Okay. Because sometimes what happens when we try to merge the code from different branches, there are some issue also comes. Okay. So that also how to fix it, that we'll just try to check it in the next class.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks all of you. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you.